We're back at Don Thomas Stadium, stream 2 of 2. It is the Exeter Eagle boys hosting the Ephrata Mountaineers. It's an exciting one, Andrew. You glad to be back for game 2 of the day?
I am totally glad to be back. You know, the sun's out a little bit. It's getting a little hot. It's getting a little warm out here. The sun's definitely coming down a lot, but that's not going to stop us from enjoying a good soccer game here. And this looks like it to be a pretty good game here, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I think so. Ephrata, though they are 0-1-1 this year, I think they're going to put up a pretty good fight against this Exeter team who has played one game this season. They are 1-0. We have just a couple of minutes before we get started with the starting lineups, national anthem, and such. The clock reads about 2 minutes to go. So let's talk about last game. We saw that on the Student Sportscast. That was almost a week ago now, 6 days to be exact. And Exeter took care of business, would you say, against that Pottsgrove team?
Total. Yes. Yes, definitely they did. 6-0, I believe the score was. 7-0.
Yep.
It's been a week. Hey,
It's okay, Andrew.
It's been a week. But yeah, they took care of business that game and looked pretty dominant off the bat, if I'm being honest.
Agreed. I think the storyline there was Sam Hartman scoring 3 goals. That was a very, very impressive effort by Hartman. Hartman wearing number 11. He's one of 3 co-captains and just a sophomore. So I'm excited to see what will come from Hartman in this one. Do you agree?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hartman only being a sophomore, being able to score, 2-3 goals that last game?
It was 3, yep.
It was a hat trick. Hat trick in his, was that his first varsity experience last
No,
game?
it was not. No, Hartman did play last season as a freshman. He did impress. Him and Karras as freshmen were definitely a good duo, one that you don't want to reckon with. Karras, another guy I want to speak on. Last year he had 6 goals and 5 assists, and he had a nice game last game as well. We're going to take a brief break. When we're back, we'll have the start of Exeter and Ephrata. Starters being listed now at Exeter. We are ready to go. It's an exciting one. Let's introduce the Ephrata Mounts. In the net, it's going to be Nikolai Jusino. So he has 2 goals allowed this year, but he's looking to put up a fight against a really good Eagles team. Exeter wearing their blue jerseys today. They were wearing black last time. On defense, they have Braden Mazaki. He's wearing number 2. They also have Landon Schatz, number 6. They have Grayson Shellhammer wearing number 33. Some midfielders, Kingston Fishbach, Landon Yang, and he's one of the names to look out for. Braden Spangler, Deacon Ranninger. Also have a couple of other guys to look out for. So it's going to be a good game. Ephrata looks pretty strong, and hopefully Hopefully we got some good action ahead of us. Do you think we do, Andrew?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, both of these teams look like they're pretty well built
Mhm.
here getting into this match here.
On the other side of our next break, we'll introduce Exeter starters, but out there you can see that is Brenton Feathers in the net. Obviously, a little bit of, I wouldn't call it drama last time, but Feathers was not able to get in time for the starting nod, but he came in shortly afterwards to replace Jaden Widener. Actually, yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a break. No national anthem, though, because they had it ahead of the first game, so we will be right back. We are back here at Don Thomas Stadium, and this game is underway. So the Eagles starting with possession. Oh, no, it's actually going to go right to Ephrata all over the place. It's going to be an aggressive start, one that we're expecting for sure. Introducing Exeter starters in the net, as we were saying, that is Brenton Feathers. Cody Eschenauer, Landon Campbell, Lucas Peterson, and Ethan Jones making up their defensive formation. Liam Dolan, Chase Nolan, Andrew Carell in the midfield for the Eagles. And at the front, you have Evan Smith, Sam Hartman, and Braden Karras. Three really, really talented forwards, and expect to see some goal scoring from the trio today. Hey, there's Dolan in a little bit of action, trying to get to Karras, not quite. First time that they're wearing these blue uniforms in action. They got new kits ahead of the season. Again, they did debut the black ones, but it's the first time they're in blue.
And they look pretty good.
They absolutely do. Hartman gets it over to Karras on the right side. And hitting that right away is Landon Schott. Throwing it in is Jones, and not much going on that. So a quick start, but a slow finish to that possession. And Everett is going to try to take it away here. That's Peterson on defense. They're going to reset. That's Feathers. Giving it a big kick. Andrew, I find it interesting. The Ephrata, they got colors. This was something we were talking about at the break. They're yellow, purple, and white. They instead of having their names listed on the back of their jerseys along on top of their numbers, it is mounts on all of them. So call them Mountaineers, call them Mounts. Kind of same situation as Antietam.
Yeah. I got a little confused after seeing their name at first. I was like, Mounts? What's a mount?
Yeah, just short for Mountaineers. And
Mountaineer.
Exeter's ringed on offside. That's Evan Smith. And it's going to transfer right back over to Ephrata. As we were saying earlier on the girls live stream, we're glad you're joining us, found your way over here from the girls game. Not too far of a drive. Ephrata, not bad at all. Andrew, we've gone down to Ephrata before. And we went to the little record store, Record Connection. That's always a good spot.
Very good record joint there.
Absolutely.
You know, I like to listen to classical music. I got two really good classical records from
Hey, and who got you that record player, Andrew?
you. Hey, I guess I'm kind of paying you back on that one by doing this. So
Hey, it's fun. It's fun. There's Liam Dolan in the midfield sending it back. It's back to Dolan and over to Karras now. Andrew Carell, the freshman, still into the starting lineup for the Eagles. He is on the right side, and Ephrata is going to kick it out, and it's going to be first corner of the day, and it's going to belong to the Eagles. As we said on Saturday, Carell, his second scrimmage against Downingtown West, that was here at home, and he was very impressive. And we believe that is one of the influencing factors in landing him a starting spot. That's going to go very far, and too far, it's going to go out of bounds. Hempfield possession. Not it's out on the side though, so they're going to be throwing in kind of in the corner. It's a hard spot for a throw-in for sure, and that's what happens there. There's Hartman taking over. Carell, and Knoll hits it about a field goal height, so
yeah,
well over.
Wrong goal there to shoot into.
Hey, Knoll has been doing very good all season. He's mainly a defensive-minded midfielder, but he's always able to put a nice shot on it, just right there. Not able to quite control it, goes high. But Exeter, they're still in business, and they might be able to convert one soon. And we've seen in the games that we've been to, whoever scores first has been winning it. So
that has been a common theme, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's a nice kick to Karras on the right side. Karras gets tripped up a little bit. And that kick is not going to yield anything for the Eagles. A little bit of a back and forth game, even though Andrew, what have you seen from Exeter? Definitely out the gate, more aggressive. What are you seeing?
I'd say so, yeah. Exeter's had some pretty good opportunities here, especially within the midfield here. Some of Exeter's midfielders have been able to catch up some speed and gotten hold of possession here, but
Just nothing quite going.
They can't seem to finish it here. On these attempts here.
Hey, and soccer's a sport where it's fast, but it's also slow. You can't expect every possession to come up big. Here's Hardman. He's trying to get something big. Pass it inside, but it's broken up. Back out to Liam Dolan, and again, Ephrata, they pounce on. Exeter will be forced to regroup. And again, they just keep Ephrata keeps fighting. They're a scrappy team, and it's going to be out on the Eagles. So Ephrata throwing it in now.
And this was also kind of close to the corner there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that last throw in looked less like a throw in and more like a hand corner, but just with his hands.
There's in the back, that's Eschenauer, Peterson, Jones, and of course Landon Campbell on defense. They've not been too active in this game. Ephrata hasn't really had a good chance to strike. I mean, here comes a quick little motion from Braden Mizaki.
And that one was booted.
We're going to take a brief timeout on the other side. We're going to keep the video running on the other side. We'll have a brief talk with Chase Flood, the birthday girl who scored in the girls' game ahead of this. We're back on the mic here at Don Thomas Stadium, joined by Chase Flood, one of the best players on the girls' team, and they took the 3-0 win. Chase, how does it feel to get that done on your birthday?
Very great. You know, Hempfield's a great team, and they really put up a tough fight to the end, so it's great that we got 3 in and won.
Yeah, absolutely. Kenzie putting on 2 to start that. Talk about her, what
Yeah.
she's been doing this season. It's pretty incredible, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, Kenzie's great. She can score, she can pass, she can do it all. She's one of our captains, great leader, and she really just helps our team in so many ways.
Talk about the 4-0 start, how important that is for this team. You guys started on a nice winning streak last season, but expectations are even higher for this group this year.
Yeah, it's just a great way to go into a long season. We've had games every other day, and just constantly working and playing hard and together is great to start the season and will help us as we move on.
Boys game right here, that's Chase Knoll. He gets that kicked out, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Mounts. What have you seen from this boys game so far?
Yeah, their passing is great. A lot of movement. Hopefully they get a win today.
Were you there for the boys game after your guys' game on Saturday?
I was not. I was down at our JV's game on
Oh,
Herbine.
okay, that makes sense. Are they they're going on Herbine right now?
Yes, they are there right now playing.
Okay, that makes sense. It's Knoll setting up front to Karras. Corral, I mean, Exeter has held it pretty nice, but Ephrata good on defense here. I mean, Hempfield, their defense was putting on some good pressure, wouldn't you say?
Yes, they were. And they had great speed to match Kenzie and I, so it was a good fight all game.
Definitely a closer game than some of the ones you've had. It's been blowout, close against Boyertown, blowout against Fleetwood, and now got 3-0 win on this one. I mean, talk a little bit more about that Boyertown game because we didn't have it. We weren't streaming it, but it was a good one from what everyone has been saying.
Yeah, Boyertown really put up a fight. They have a very strong core in midfield, great attack, great game all around to the end. Really, they scored early first, and we scored right after, and then we got another one, which was great, and then we just held it the rest of the game. So.
Talk about switching up formations. This has been kind of a common theme. You guys are unique in playing 3-5-2 Exeter. Boys are different. There's Harmon giving it a nice kick, but it's going to go just right of the goal. So, yeah, you guys differ from the boys. I mean, a bit of a unique approach, would you say, on the lineup?
Yes, our 3-5-2 really allows us to get wide with the ball and make diagonal passes. We really like switching the ball from all the way from our defense to the wings, back to the middle, back out, and it really allows us to get all the way down to the corner and have a nice cross right in front of the net.
Couple of guys, I mean, so the boys team here, you can see guys like Hartman and Karras leading that sophomore class, but you have guys like Cody, Evan, Lucas, Chase. They're really, really strong. Talking about the senior class, how is the team chemistry on the girls team, and how does that kind of compare to what the boys have going here?
Yeah, I also think our senior class is very strong and connected, but we do have a lot of underclassmen. Our junior class with Mairead and Cadence Putt, Lainey Bessemer's a sophomore, Olivia Skipper comes in, Haven, that just all together having multiple grade levels and levels of experience and just being able to work together has really helped us, and I think that'll be great growth for them going into next season as well.
I just got one more question. Don't want to keep you too long since it's your birthday. How are you going to be spending the rest of the day?
We will see. It's a big surprise.
Sounds good. Well, congrats on the win. Pretty cool moment for you, and we'll definitely be seeing you throughout the season.
Yes, thank you so much.
Have a good one. We will be back in just a minute. Video will continue rolling, and we'll be rejoining on the mic in just a few. And we are back. That was Chase Flood, of course. She wears number 10, the senior and one of the most prolific forward attackers in the entirety of Berks County. So, Andrew, glad to have you back on the mic. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
So, when we were talking to her, we've had a couple opportunities. You had that corner when we were off the mic, and Ephrata put a really nice spin on it. Feathers able to control it, though. Now Exeter with possession. They're doing their best here. Chase Knoll getting a touch on that, Landon Campbell as well, and Andrew Carell, but Ephrata lets loose of it, and who's going to have it? It's all over here. Exeter trying to make something out of this. And hitting up front, Hartman just defended enough. It's going to be an Exeter throw-in, but a really nice effort on defense. Hartman again staying aggressive, but it's going to go back. That was Landon Shad on defense, and he's been good. He's been good.
Yeah, I'd say Ephrata's defense all around has been good against this Exeter team. Exeter's put up some pretty good chances here, but Ephrata's been on them.
Absolutely. On the left side coming in, it's no good. Effort is going to send it right back out, but Exeter staying on this right side, and they're aggressive. They're aggressive with it. I think what we've seen from them in this game is pretty parallel to what we've been seeing from them this season, of course, in that scrimmage, as well as the first game against Pottsgrove, especially that game against Pottsgrove. That is kicked out by the Mounts. And again, we're going to have a throw-in taken by Peterson. Andrew hanging in there. It's been a long day of sucking. We got another 23 minutes to go here, 10 minutes at halftime, and then 40 for the second half of this.
Hey, I'm hanging in there.
That's good.
Yeah. It's all gas, no brakes here with these Student Sportscasts here. Nothing but the best.
It's like that Frank Sinatra album.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good one. Hey, charging hard is Ephrata on that. That was but not much coming of it. Karras with a nice header. Tripped up a little bit was Husino, and he's able to get to it just before Karras can. Foul called against Exeter. Free kick coming in. That goes against Hartman. Andrew, you know something interesting? Then now that I think about it, no cards throughout any of our games so far. I mean, that could change this one. I don't believe there's been any cards.
There might have been one in the boys' game last week.
Maybe one.
Maybe one.
But, I mean, that second half was kind of slow.
That second half was.
Because Exeter had already jumped out to, what, a 6-0 lead?
Yeah, anything from that second half was kind of faded from memory here.
Mm-hmm. Kick goes very, very wide right. So Quinn Violin is one of the subs for the Eagles, as well as Gavin Harner, the sophomore. It's a sophomore pairing right there. Harner coming in, listed as defensive, and he plays for PA Classics. Violin, he is a forward, and he's part of Reading Rage Surf. It's always interesting to see who's going to be part of what club team. Early opportunity for Violin. He scored in the opener, and he's going to give a nice pass up for Hartman. Hartman is going to get a little shove. No foul called. Andrew, what do you think about that one?
It looked a little bit. What, did he trip him up a little bit?
I don't know.
Is that what happened?
It was aggressive.
It was certainly aggressive. Yeah.
I don't think I have enough knowledge to input on it, honestly.
I mean, if we're talking from the crowd here, that probably.
Yeah. Look, it is what it is, and Exeter's still in business trying to score it. And it goes out, and now it's going to be a goal kick, and Ephrata able to reset. Gavin Harder now into the game for the Eagles. He was waiting, so it was Violin on that one sub, and now Harner is into the game. Hey, it's still staying on this right side, Andrew.
It has.
Hey, must
yeah.
be pretty easy to control the camera when it's not. It's kind of staying in the same spot. Harner coming in strong, and he's going to keep it for Exeter. Gives it off to Corral, and now to Noel. But now coming on quick is Mezaki, and he's tripped up. And Exeter able to retake possession. It's Noel to Peterson. Peterson giving it forward, trying to get it to Dolan, but effort is right there to scoop it right up. Exeter throw in on there. Halfway through this first half. Quarter through the game. Andrew, give me your prediction. When is the first goal going to be scored?
Definitely think before half.
I think before half. Okay.
I would to give a good prediction. I think, and you know, if I'm right on this, then I'll just be amazing. Give me the 12th minute. I don't know who's going to score.
You mean
12 minutes left on the
12 minutes left.
12
Okay,
minutes
so that's
left.
going to be in 6 minutes. So we're on the 22nd minute now. That would be the 28th minute of the game. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Who's scoring it?
You see, Exeter's been on the offensive side of this match. So I think, if we're talking just about the nature of this game, I think Exeter would probably have the first goal.
Okay.
But it's definitely still up in the air.
Absolutely. Horner throwing it in to Knoll. Goes a little loose. Who's going to take care of it? It is Ephrata. Mounts. Was Landon Yang, the sophomore, playing midfield. He is the sole Mountaineer to score for Ephrata this season. That was in the loss to Governor Mifflin. They tied 0-0 with Donegal. That was their last one. So that's what gives them the 0-1-1 record. Exeter trying for a nice possession. Knowles kick. It's hard, but it's just right. It was a good one. Just not quite there.
Nope. Yeah, very, very firm kick there from Knoll. But he just couldn't find that corner there of a goal. But nonetheless, very good attempt from him.
Andrew, what are you doing for lunch today? Are you going to eat after? Are you going to eat at halftime? What are you doing?
Probably going to eat after.
Okay.
Probably going to eat after.
Here's Hartman. Nice pass up. Oh, Smith. He trips on it. It was a really nice attempt. Smith just falls loose. It's unfortunate, but
it's very unfortunate.
Hey, I think if Smith, if he could have gotten a hold of it, that may have went in. But that is not the world we're living in. Ephrata now making their shot, and Eschnauer saying nope. And Exeter has now got it. Oh, no, they don't. Andrew, I heard there might be a little pizza next door.
Ooh, I could go for some of that.
Hey, maybe we'll grab a bite.
Maybe we will.
I'm hungry. Did you have breakfast?
I did.
What'd you have?
2 waffles.
Oh, yeah, that always is what.
Toastable waffles.
Smith looking for a little bit of a redemption. He's on the left, near the left corner. Gives it off. Now it's near the middle, and that's going to be Andrew Carell tripped up, and we're going to have a free kick. It's going to be, I believe it's directly on the net. Yes, it will be. Few subs lining up for the Eagles. It's going to be Liam Thomas. He'll be entering for the first time, and then Karras rejoining, and not much trouble on that free kick. Ephrata takes it overhandedly. Here's Ephrata coming strong. It is Aslan Umbul, the freshman, on that throw-in. And now it is Dolan taking over in the midfield. Peterson contested hard and taken over by Sebastian Rios. Another Knoll also coming into the game. That is Logan Knoll, wearing number 10. He had a goal last year. He plays midfield. Ephrata chasing hard. Harner on defense, contested, and who's going to get the throw in? It's going to be awarded to the Eagles. Gavin Harner, a good job on defense there. Yeah, it was chased around a little bit. Putting on that pressure was Tobias Barrett, the senior. He provided the sole assist this year. That was to Yang's goal versus Governor Mifflin. Sun not beating so hard right now.
Yeah, it's definitely, cloud cover's definitely taken over here. It looked partly cloudy, maybe 20 minutes ago. Like the sky was mostly blue, and now all of a sudden we got all this cloud cover.
Yeah.
But we're kind of grateful for that. As you may remember from the last game, all of our equipment basically overheated because of
not all of it, just a little.
I mean,
malfunction.
Yeah, just the phone.
Hey, we're good though.
But we're good though, yeah.
Hey, there's Logan Knoll, and passing it over to Liam Thomas. Back to Knoll, back to Thomas, over to Dolan, and those two newcomers into the game, they're already making an impact in the midfield. Peterson coming down strong on the left side to Karras.
He just flew in
Karras
there.
up front to Thomas on the right side. It's a little far. Thomas is going to have to look for his man, and that man happens to be wearing white and purple and gold. So Ephrata with a chance here. They're going to be sending it hard on the left side. Two nines defending each other. That's Chase and Knoll on Barrett. And here comes the Eagles. Hartman. Can he get that? I mean, this is an aggressive game for sure.
Definitely. I think this has been closer than what we saw here at the girls' game. Maybe.
I mean, this has been the closest one we've seen so far. Both teams, they want this win. Exeter, they don't want to drop to 1-1 on the year. They want to stay 2-0. They are technically second in the division behind Conrad Weiser, who's 2-0-1. So that tie is not going to hurt them. The 2 wins is all that matters for the BCIAA standings early in the season. Coming down the right side. Karras trying to strip it away, but the Mounts are going to regain it, and Harner heads it off. Eagles are going to take it down the right side. That's Thomas, defended by Kingston Fishbach, the freshman. A couple of freshmen getting some time for the Mounts. Fishbach, the only starter. Logan Knoll coming in. Yeah, 10 minutes to go on this one. Andrew, I'm hungry.
You know, I can't lie. I kind of feel the same as well.
Our score bug is just a couple seconds over on what we read here in the stadium, so not a considerable difference at all. Here comes Ephrata in strong, weaving past the defense, but just whiffing on that kick, and Exeter retaking it over.
I'm sad to report that my prediction is false now.
Oh, Andrew.
Just 2 minutes off here, but
Well, let's
it's
see if
all
they get anything in the first half. Either team
I mean, that's what I said too. So I could be partially correct. Could be
be.
partially correct.
Eschnauer gives it off to Nola, who's tripped up. Ephrata taking it away. That's Andrew Schnettler. And down the left side, here comes Fischbach. We're back to Schnettler. And kind of a weak kick coming in there. And Cody Eschenauer is able to shoot it. That's going to go all the way back to Giussino in the net. Here comes the sun.
Hey, that's a good song.
Andrew, I was just going to think about that. Hey, is George Harrison here somewhere? Because I'm feeling do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. It's a good song.
Very good song. Also, very great singing, by the way.
Harrison had some good ones.
You did. This is a maybe like a not well known fact, but you know, Harrison obviously wrote "Here Comes the Sun," but he also had a solo track, "Here Comes the Moon," off of his solo project.
Which one was that? I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Apparently he
Here
wrote
comes
it.
Ephrata strong on the left side. Eschenauer tackling, sends it off, and Mounts will throw it in. Some really, really good pressure coming in here by Tobias Barrett. I've been impressed with what he's had so far.
Yeah, definitely. You know, as I've been seeing here, once Ephrata gets control of the ball here, they're running all up the pitch here.
Mm-hmm.
And they're fast. They're fast to go up and get on the attack on Exeter.
Turn of the game is Andrew Carell for the Eagles, and he's going to get a nice touch on it. But where's this ball going to go? It's all over. And it looks like Gavin Harder's going to be pretty safe with it on the right side. Up to Hartman. And Liam Thomas making an effort to try and get to that, but good defense applied, and Giussino is going to take a hold of it. Carell up to Hartman. Hartman gets it through. Who's going to get a hold on it? And big whiff on that kick out. Thomas is going to control it. Exeter ball. Carell spins it left, and it's going to stay in play for Karras, but they're going to have to find another way to get it to the back of the net. It's Liam Dolan trying to get it through. Mounts are going to kick it out. Actually, no. It went, I believe it touched Dolan last, so it's going to be an effort to throw in. Andrew, we've had what, like maybe one corner for each team so far?
Yeah, really not a corner-heavy day today.
Not at all.
Stark difference from Wednesday. That was corner day.
I mean, even stark difference from the game we saw earlier. Obviously, girls and boys play the game completely different, but the rules are the same, and it's just been very different. Hartman to Knoll, to Carell, to Knoll, back to Carell, and trying to find Thomas on the right side. He's defended pretty well. That shot, I mean, he's been good. He's been good, and Thomas denied an opportunity just because of his defense. Chased by 3 men, that is Carter Bischoff. And now it's going to go back over to Exeter. Peterson on the left side. Who's he going to find? That's Hartman. Nothing quite going. 5 minutes to go in this half. No, Andrew, something it's a bit intriguing. Evan Smith went off, and he's not come back on.
Right. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah, I just noticed
Yeah,
that.
I'm not sure where Evan Smith is at right now, or why they've had him off for this extended period of time. I mean, Thomas has been putting on some good pressure up front, but Smith, not sure where he's at. Up front, that's Hartman. He's going to try and find Thomas. Maybe he'll keep him himself. Yes, he is. Hartman! Exeter's on the board first.
And with 4 minutes to spare, Sam Hartman there found that opening here as the goalie just right in front of him and was able to just sneak it into the goal there.
There we go. 4:02 left in this first half. You were right. It was Exeter scoring first, and it was in the first half. But
3/4 correct.
Yes.
Hey, I got 75% of that correct. Give me some credit, please.
Good job, Andrew. Andrew, I'm very impressed with Sam Hartman this season. He has been incredible, to say the least. That's his 4th goal on the year through just 2 games.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that number even goes up. Hey, there's Hartman active again, and they're going to have to kick it right past him, and Eagles will throw it back in a pretty nice spot down there on the side. One 0 is our score. So like we were saying, the team that scores first is feeling pretty good in these past couple of games. That's big for the Eagles. I think it was a matter of time until they finally connected on one of them.
You know, I always say for Exeter girls team, once they score a goal, you know, the cat's out of the bag, and it's just goal after goal. Again, you know, every team's different. Exeter boys might be a little different, but what we saw from their game against Pottsgrove last week is that once they got that first goal in, it was just goal after goal after goal. So we'll have to see.
Karras up to Hartman. Hartman! Oh, off the goalpost. He had another nice chance there, but I think Ephrata had enough pressure on to keep him short-handed on that opportunity.
Yeah, Ephrata's defense here, keeping Exeter at bay here.
2:20 to go in this one. You know what's funny? Outside of that one corner that Ephrata had earlier, Brenton Feathers with absolutely no action in this game.
He's just walking around.
And that's not his fault.
You know, when I was little and I played soccer back in like 3rd grade, I remember being assigned defense or like goalie or whatever and just sitting in the back, sitting down and picking grass.
Well, that's something I wanted to talk about. You kind of were reading my mind. So we had the whole conversation on turf versus grass. There's no picking grass on this, but if we're talking like a youth field, I wonder if Feathers would just be sitting there, you know, chilling out.
Yeah.
Here comes a corner Big one in. Hartman trying to get a foot on it, but it is not going to yield much. They're going to have to reassess their positioning. Just a minute and change to go in this one, and oh, that just got out of the reach of Liam Thomas. He wanted it. Out the back for a goal kick. Not expecting much more action in the first half, but look, I've been proven wrong. I've been proven wrong many times, Andrew. Andrew Carell to his left is null, but it's broken up by, I believe that was Shellhammer. Ephrata passing it right back. There is 25 seconds left to go in this one. Time is ticking for the Mounts to tie it back up in this one. They're going to have one nice little push left in them. But Chase Knoll trying to end the hope. 8 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1. The horn blows. That will conclude the first half here on the Student Sportscast. Exeter leads 1-0. It is Sam Hartman, a familiar goal scorer for the Eagles, and we will be taking a little bit of a break. When we're back, we're going to have some halftime coverage, talk about what's happening, and get ready for the next 40 minutes of this one. I'm Adam Cook alongside Andrew Schwenk. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back very shortly. Welcome back to Don Thomas Stadium. We are just concluding halftime, so we are glad to be back. We are both well fed now, so we're glad to see you all back on the Student Sportscast. It is 1-0, and Exeter feeling pretty good. Wouldn't you say, Andrew?
Definitely, yeah.
Sam Hartman?
Sam Hartman.
There you go.
Sam Hartman.
Knew you were going to
with
say.
that with that goal there in the final 4 minutes of the first half.
That was big, man.
Very
That was
big for Exeter. But we'll see what Ephrata does in this second half here.
I've been impressed with Ephrata. I think some of the non-league opponents, they're either really weak or really strong. But these teams are like, I wouldn't call them like top dogs in District 3 or wherever, but I think they're pretty solid. These are good opponents.
Yeah, from what I've seen today, both teams seem pretty solid from front to back here. This has been a pretty even game, honestly. We've seen some very lopsided games here at Don Thomas, but I gotta say this is probably one of the most even ones we've seen so far.
I would agree.
Very good competition here.
Some names that I've been impressed by on Ephrata. You have Landon Shatt, number 6. He's been great on defense. Also, Tobias Barrett off the bench. I mean, really good stuff at the forward. And then also you have Landon Yang, who I'm assuming will get some action. And we are underway with the second half in Rifton. Andrew, if you look at the Exeter formation, Evan Smith's still not in the game.
No, he's not. I can't imagine Evan feels happy about that.
I really don't know, because we saw he had that big he had a kind of a big swing and a miss early in the game, but I don't think that would be enough to sub out a player like Smith for an extended period of time. But then again, I could be wrong. My thought is maybe he tweaked something on that. Do you think?
By subbing Evan in?
No. Remember when he fell down on that big kick?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if he tweaked something on that.
Maybe it was a little injury there.
It's in the realm of possibility. I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah.
We'll give updates if we receive them. So nice possession by Exeter. Karras coming strong on the right, and that's gonna go through, but not a bad effort by Karras at all.
Definitely not Karras with his blazing speed there. He was able to.
He's quick, man.
Very quick, able to get that opportunity, but he was just flanked by an Ephrata defender there.
See, I mean, back to what we were talking about with Evan. Usually, at halftime, it's your starters. So I'm assuming it has to be more than, all right, he was he took a big swing and missed. We want to keep Thomas in for him. I think it has to be more than that.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting how he's been subbed out here, even in the second half here. I gotta imagine there's more than just, not putting him in the game.
Ephrata coming in strong was Amani Pierre. Yeah, Pierre is working it forward. He's a senior. Where's number 7? Exeter trying to get something going. Karras, is he able to hold on to it? No, not quite. Ephrata takes possession. Into the midfield they go. It's dogfight for this ball. There's about 5 guys chasing it. And it's going to be Ephrata speeding their way to a kick. And that kick is not going to go anywhere. So it's Carell on the left. Gives it up to Thomas up front. It's a little far. On his right, he has a few options. There's Karras in the distance and Carell, and it's going to go out. Batted out by Ephrata. So they're going to reset on a throw in. Peterson gives it out to Knoll in the midfield. And back up front to Peterson. Oh, what is happening here? Oh, Karras a big collision with Jusino. Ball comes loose and they try to put it in. That was Liam Dolan attempting, but Jusino regains it and keeps the deficit to 1.
Yeah, Jusino and what was that, Karras
That was
there?
a big collision.
Very big collision. Yeah, one of them jumped right on top of the other.
Dolan, nice little pass over to his right, but it rolls right into the hands of Jusino, and we're going to have another effort at possession. Knocked down, that is Campbell. You know, I find it interesting, and we've seen it on a couple of Exeter balls, that Peterson, even though he plays defense, he's not afraid to carry it over. Hartman, not quite there. Trying to get over to Carell or Thomas, and not going to come up with it. Tripped up just a hair for it to go out of his control and out of play. Line drive kick comes in. That's Knoll with possession. Over to Karras. And it's just out of the reach of Sam Hartman. Let's do it again. Back to Jusino for the third time, and I'd assume is a mid-in or 2.
Yeah, Jusino's getting some action here.
Absolutely. I can't really say the same about Feathers, can you?
No. Feathers
Not
is
as much.
Yeah.
Hey, here it might be a little bit, except no. Exeter's defense takes control of it. I mean, I'm really impressed with what they've had. That's Ethan Jones on the side.
Yeah, if you're able to keep your goalie as not occupied as
Inactive,
Breton right
yeah.
now, that's got to say a little bit about your defense,
And
honestly.
I mean, that's the most that's really happening. Feathers just kicks it right back out, trying to give an advantageous spot to Exeter, trying to go down the field. Karras on the right. Where's he going to take it? He's going to give it off to Hartman. Dolan up front to Hartman. He's got a couple guys on him. Nice kick comes in, and a bunch of guys. Oh! Goal for Exeter. Just a lot going on there. A bunch of guys tripped up all at once, and sweeping in is Exeter to score.
Very chaotic finish there from Exeter.
Liam Dolan was the one in to score, and it's 2-0. So Dolan, that's his first wearing blue. That's a pretty cool moment for him. Obviously, he came from Berks Catholic, was a freshman last year, and now he fits right into this Exeter lineup. That's exactly what they want from him. Eschnauer, big kick. Is anything able to come of it? Not quite. So, Andrew, going from 1 to 2, getting that insurance, how important?
Very important. And we've seen how Exeter's defense has been playing this game. Having 2 goals up against Ephrata here, you know, that does wonders for Exeter here in the game remaining here. It's definitely nice to have 2 goals up, but another aspect of what's keeping Exeter here in the dominant front is definitely their defense here.
Nice pass up to Dolan, but it's taken away. Who's going to get it? It's the Mounts. They have a chance on the left side. Eschenauer chasing in. He's going to hit it right out, but Ephrata is a nice spot for them. They're going to get their throw in. William Thomas there sits on him, and it's going to help Exeter get a nice kick on it. Back to Ephrata, though. Exeter, Ephrata, they kind of sound similar, don't they?
They kind of do, yeah. And sometimes when I say Exeter, Ephrata, I kind of get mixed up in my mind. I'm like, did I just say Exeter or did I just say Ephrata?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too, Schwenk.
It kind of plays with your mind a little bit.
One left side. Coming in, slicing for a shot. It's saved by Feathers. Not much to save there. Just had to stop it.
Feathers finally getting some action.
See, and this is what I'm talking about with Peterson. Peterson, he's playing defense, but he's not afraid to go out far. Peterson's playing up front. There's Dolan with a shot. Now he's carrying it. Defended well. Dolan will be forced to take it back. Takes a little tumble coming back. And they'll regroup in the possession of Feathers. Big kick by Chase. It goes left and out. And here he comes back in, Andrew. There is Evan Smith re-entering for the Eagles. After a prolonged stay on the bench, he will be re-entering.
It's good to see him back in the game.
Absolutely. So we're glad we're not sure what happened, but whatever happened, it's looking like he's all right. Okay, well, nice kick up front. There's Hartman, and he's fouled. Foul called against Ephrata. That was on Grayson Shellhammer, the senior. Hartman draws that, and taking it will be Knoll. About 19 and change left in this one. Or not 19, 29 and change, I should say. This free kick coming in. Curves it right. Is anyone going to be able to head it in? Nope, it's over. And, Smith with a chance there, trying to play off that header by Dolan. Just not quite able to get to it before Giussino was able to. And he's going to send it to about the 50. Hartman, it's intercepted, and but it bounces off of Ephrata, deflects out, so it's going to be a throw-in. Got Smith to his left. That's Peterson throwing it in. And broken up. Andrew, what's the key if Ephrata wants to score here? They have a chance here.
Yeah, I really think it's to get past. Their key is definitely to get past Exeter's defense here. Exeter's defense.
Yeah, but how do they do that? What do you think?
Speed probably.
Speed's
probably a good key to get past this Exeter defense.
However,
good. Yeah, Exeter's defense also has some blazing speed here, especially from Peterson.
Peterson especially, he's a track runner, and Cody Eschenauer's been pretty good too.
I think Cody's really good at booting the ball back out.
Yeah,
he's got a good foot.
He's good at a lot of things. He's a returning county all-star for a reason. Nice kick comes on the right side, and there's Peterson. Now Smith, they're playing hard on this side, trying to get it away from Ephrata. And Ephrata just has to step back, take a breather. Only sub this half has been Smith. None lining up. Amani Pierre taking it forward, but Eschnauer is in the right place at the right time. But it's going to force an effort to throw in. Landed Yang taking that one. We're at Sebastian Rios. And there's Noel. Noel with a nice effort there. Out to Hartman. Is it able to get over to Karras? Not quite. It stays with Exeter with Carell. And now it doesn't. Here's nice up front, but Feathers there before Effort is able to get anything through. Effort is still trying to go hard, though. I think in addition to speed, I think intensity is something that Effort needs to bring to the table, too, if they want to put one in the back of the net.
Oh, yes, I'd agree. Yeah, speed and intensity. If you have those two things, I think you can chip away at Exeter's defense here.
Yeah, the Mounts have had solid possession for a couple of minutes now, just not able to really get too close to the net even. I don't even think Feathers has a single. He does have a save, just not many.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like Effort has had a significant possession around this game, but I feel like Exeter, in their possessions, they've been able to capitalize on it more.
Well, yeah, that speaks to the score, 2-0. Got 24 left to go in this one.
You know, Exeter does have insurance, but, you know, they should still stay vigilant here. Ephrata could tack on a few here. But with Exeter's defense looking pretty strong and their offense looking good as well, maybe that won't be the case, but, you know, it could still be as well. You never know.
Noel to the side. Smith dinged for offsides. Ephrata bringing in a couple of substitutions. We can see 3 there at the scores table, far side. It'll be Mizaki, Baker, and one other. Karras to Carell. Nice spot for Evan Smith. Evan Smith speeding his way to a goal! Smith comes back in the game, and he makes his presence known. 3-0 our score.
Yeah, Evan there with his blazing speed, he was able to get some good positioning on the goal there. He was nice, wide, and open there and found the right corner there. Very great execution there from Smith.
Impressed by him, man.
Yeah, and after his prolonged absence in this game, he comes out kicking.
The senior, that is his 3rd goal of the season. He had 2 in the opener against Pottsgrove. Also has 2 assists this year. So I asked you this question. What's the difference between 1 and 2? What's the difference between 2 and 3, Andrew? How much harder does this make it for Ephrata?
1 and 2, not that much of a difference. I could say, too, that, like, 2 and 3 is kind of the same story. I mean, we still have 22 minutes left in this match. It's not over for Ephrata yet. But, you know, being up 3, I mean, I think at this point, Exeter's getting out to the being in the realm of sort of, like, having insurance here in this game. You know, Ephrata could tack on, like, 1, or they could tack on 2, but, like, Exeter would still be up. So at this point, you know, it would take a pretty explosive run for Ephrata to get up.
Yeah, and this is going to help him. That's a foul called and a free kick to be taken. Eschenauer lines it up. He's going to be far out. He's at the 35-yard line. It's coming in. It's a little short and scooped right up by Giussino. To the midfield it goes, headed off by Campbell. It's going to go out of play. We're going to take a short little break. When we're back, the rest of the second half, Exeter leading 3-0. And we are back after that short break. Giussino, it's in his hands. Ball's been all over. And Noel is going to take control. Hardman passes off to his right. That's Karras. Karras coming on strong. Karras gives it in, and Ephrata will take it. Really nice defensive effort by the Mounts. It was Grayson Shellhammer. He's been doing a solid job all day. He contested Hartman, ran him out the corner, and forced a goal kick. And now Ephrata, I mean, they need one.
They do, yeah. And Ephrata's down 3, but that doesn't say that doesn't really speak much about their defense in this game. It's been their defense has been really good. It's just Exeter's been able to sneak a few.
Mm-hmm. There's Eschenauer again, just laying on the pressure. Whistle's blown, and they're going to call it out on the Mounts. So Eschenauer's work pays right off. They're going to have a little bit of a talk about it, but yeah, Exeter is going to throw it in.
I think out of all the skies we've had for these Exeter games, this has been the best one.
You know what? I won't disagree. Peterson coming hard on the left. Smith. Smith, what is he going to do with it? Not quite. Just batted off. Peterson with a chance still. The diving Giussino takes control. And Ephrata making sure that really, really hard push does not deepen this scar.
Yeah, great attempt there from Peterson, but that diving save from Ephrata's goalie there, that was a really, really good save.
Absolutely.
Back about the sky, I mean, it's just like a wall of clouds in front of us.
Looks good, Andrew.
It is absolutely stunning.
It's always fun flying over them or through them. No, not through them.
Not through them. That's kind of boring. It's just a bunch of water.
Well, no, and then you're gonna pick up turbulence, and that's always the worst part.
That's always the worst part. Yeah, but you know, it's always fun flying. I mean, I've only flew once, but when I did, you know, especially when you're flying over like heavy cities and stuff like that, like Philly or like New York, you get to see like especially at night, you get to see like all the lights and stuff like that. And it's really cool.
Absolutely. Ephrata on the left. It's going to be Eschenauer. That ball just barely stayed in the stadium. So it's going to be a lucky break for the ball boys. Had a couple of lucky breaks from all the teams involved today, but now we get the ball boys. Thankfully, they don't got to go out of the stadium and chase that one.
Yeah, we've seen a couple balls just like go crazy here.
Yeah.
Some have
I
almost
mean,
gone
these
to
guys
stands.
these guys have a really nice leg on it.
They do.
Andrew Carell coming in, and not much going for him. Actually, he's going to retake possession to his right, just to the right of the right post. A lot of rights involved in that sentence. Yeah, Carell to the left, sends it right, and just not quite.
Yeah, Carell didn't have much space to work with there. He was being
I think that he was looking for a guy, and that easily could have been put in, but there were a couple of guys that were just not shaded right where he wanted it to be. But I mean, he almost scored it there. Carell is yet to score for the Eagles, but that doesn't mean he hasn't been effective. He's been very good so far. To the left, that's Hartman and Smith. Dolan contested by the Mounts, and it's going to be Ephrata who comes up with the throw-in, Carter Bischoff. Got Carter Horse to his left and Braden Mizaki to his right. He gives it off to Mizaki, and Ephrata trying to get it forward, but man, Cody Eschenauer, I'm very impressed with him defensively today.
I'd say so too. He's had some great clearance for the Eagles here, and his speed has also helped him really get up on Ephrata's offense here.
4 subs coming in for the Mounts. They're all waiting at the table. We'll let you know when they're coming in. Big change. It's always interesting when you bring in a bunch of guys at once like that. Usually it's only, 2 or 3? Most of the time it's even 1. Logan Knoll up for the Eagles, and Carey's going to be ringed for a foul. Just over 14 minutes to go in this one. And hey, when is it time? Obviously, if you're down 3 goals, that's enough to worry. But Andrew, what time does it really start setting in that, yeah, this might be out of hand?
I think under 10 minutes.
Think so? Okay.
Yes. I think Ephrata's got 4 minutes left here to get something going because, Ephrata, they've had significant possession throughout this game. And so has Exeter, but Ephrata's really had possession here. They haven't been able to capitalize off of it as much as Exeter has. So due to that, I don't see Ephrata getting much done in last 10 minutes of the game here unless they go on a very hot streak here.
Yeah, we'll see. 1 goal is all it would take to get them in business. Girls won 3-0 earlier. This score might sit at 3-0 as well. Smith's trying to make it 4. He sends it up front, but Ephrata gets it. It's to the right of Hartman, his intended target with that pass. Feathers up to Peterson. Over to Noel. It's not as hot as it was. I'm glad it is sunny, but it's not. I'm not overwhelmed with the heat, and I'm glad our devices aren't either.
No, yeah, me too. Fingers crossed.
Noel just strips that away. Over to Karras. Nice little pass into Noel, but that is going to be broken up. Rios sending it up front. Back to Rios on the left side. Not much coming. At least for the moment. And we have an extra sub lineup. That's Quinn. Quinn Violin. Smith. Oh, nice pass intended for Karras. Again, just broken up. I think Ephrata doing a decent job at, getting in between a nice pass that could lead to damage. But instead, they're going to have to regroup. Dolan tries to give it up for Hartman, and nothing going for the Eagles. Coming in hard on the right. That was Santiago Sands. Shout out to the new public address announcer. One of the two, you got Jim Knoll, but today it is Ryan Thomas. They're headed out to the University of Maryland later. We had a bit of chat with him at halftime, so it's pretty cool to see older brother Jake doing pretty good things at Bucknell with that soccer program.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
It's a beautiful campus, man.
Hey,
Are you gonna tour it?
I don't think so, but I think I'm going to apply there.
Okay, there you go.
I'm just going to put it on my list of applications.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Carell and Violin back in for the Eagles. Smith coming down the left. Where is he going to give it off? It is just out of the reach and shot. Not quite there for the Eagles. Goal kick effort. I mean, that was a tense one. That was a tense one, Andrew.
That was, yeah. Exeter just couldn't capitalize off of it, though. I mean, if you talk about a sealer, that would be a sealer for the game.
I would agree.
If we're talking about the difference between these scoring points here, I think 1 and 2. If you're the opposing team like that sucks, but you can come back from that. 3, that sucks a little more, but maybe you can come back from that. I think once you teeter in the 4-0, especially in a game like soccer, I don't think there's coming back from that.
I think soccer, I mean, it's always great because each goal means so much more. That makes it so much more exciting.
It does, yeah.
Except when you have a 10-goal blowout like we may or may not have had on Wednesday.
Yeah. Or an 11-1.
Or 11-1.
Almost a week ago.
Yes. Kick taken, shot goes right into the hands of Feathers. Nonchalant with it. No concern.
In fact, he was so nonchalant with it, I didn't really notice it that much. He didn't really make that much of a big deal out of it.
Not at all. There's Gavin Harner in on defense. He's contested, sends it up to Violin, and transferred over to the Mounts. So Exeter, they only had 7 wins last year. Now they got 2 to start this season. That's pretty big, isn't it, Andrew? Well,
I would say-
assuming they close it
Assuming
out.
they close this out, yeah, that would be pretty big. Yeah, for Exeter to start on this much of a high note,
Yeah.
it'd be great for the team, and I'd be willing to see what they do in the future here as we move forward.
Absolutely. Improving year after year.
Yeah, that's really been the common theme with Exeter. Improvement among these soccer teams here. The progression of
Both of them.
both
yes.
teams have been pretty linear here.
I heard this could have been wrong, but I heard at halftime that the drought that the Eagles have for district playoffs dates back to 2015. That could be wrong. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to look into those numbers, but if true, that it has been a minute.
It's been 10 years. It'd be pretty significant, honestly. 10 years, a whole decade after they've.
They also could have.
won.
It was a conversation I dropped in between Coach Eschenauer and Brian Smith. Actually, that was pregame, yes. But yeah, that would be interesting. They also could have been talking about playoff wins. At that time, they were still being coached by Christopher Farrell, who's here working in that TV production spot. So, teacher I've had. So, also owner of Sweet Ride. That's what he's doing now. He's been all over the place.
He has been. And Sweet Ride Ice Cream, honestly, one of the better ice cream joints in the area.
Absolutely.
You got that. You got Scoop DeVille.
Logan Knoll sends that up for Hartman. Not much coming of it. Gavin Harner looks to be the one throwing it in. He will be. Hey, Carell had a nice shot on it just a few moments ago.
As we're talking about Sweet Ride and ice cream joints, if you went to Sweet Ride right now, what ice cream would you get?
Cookie Monster.
What's in that?
It's a birth of cookies and cream and cookie dough.
That's good. I like myself some cookie dough ice cream.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd go for the Cookie Monster or just the normal cookie dough.
It seems pretty weird though to have like cookie dough in your ice cream. Like, aren't you not supposed to eat that?
Well, no, they make it safe, Andrew.
I know, but like,
Well, it's delicious.
I know it's delicious, but it's like,
You always get
cookie dough.
You always get the Nestle thing, and you always take a little nibble out of it.
yeah.
Noel trying to send that up front, and it's taken away by the Mounts.
Or at any froyo place,
Yep.
they have cake batter. It's like, why would you want to eat cake batter?
Coming in hard, and that pass is just knocking in that anything.
Very soft pass.
Where's Exeter going with this one? That's Quinn Violin. Andrew Carell sending it over to Smith. Smith in front, gets a foot on it. It's in! Didn't know what would happen on that possession, but Evan Smith, I think he ices the game with this one.
He does. We could probably safely say Exeter has this one in the bag now. That was a very slow goal from Exeter.
Yeah, you didn't know if that was going to creep left or stay in, but yes, Exeter does it. Evan Smith, his 4th of the year, his 2nd of the game, an impressive effort by the senior.
I had to wait for that one there. I was like, oh, is that going in? Is it going to go into the back there? But it did. Great goal there from Smith, which honestly seals the game now for Exeter.
Deacon Renninger in the game for the Mounts. He kicked it off for them, helps give them possession. He's in the starting lineup, but he was returning after being subbed out for a little bit. Lucas Peterson up front to Dolan. Here's a nice one for Smith. Down the left side, who's he going to find? He's got 2 men on him. He's going to look back around. Is he just going to keep it? He's going to keep it. He takes a fall on it. And he looks to be in a little bit of pain on that. But he's getting up. Thankfully, nothing wrong with Smith there. So he's up, and he's ready to take one if Gavin Harner can find him. And not quite. It is hit out of play. 3 minutes to go in this one. Exeter leads 4-0. We will have some post-game coverage coming your way, including a post-game interview. Not exactly sure who we'll be grabbing yet, but you'll find him. Smith takes another fall, and it's going to be Ephrata's. Landon Campbell contesting this one. He's going to give it right back to his goalkeeper. That's Feathers. Aslan Umble.
Into the stands that ball goes.
Hey, nice crowd here from both the Exeter fans and the Ephrata fans who've definitely showed out.
Yeah, it's decently packed here.
How long would you say the drive is? Half an hour?
Half an hour, 45 minutes, I'd say. Probably half an hour if you take the turnpike.
Why would you take the turnpike to Ephrata?
I mean, it's there.
I feel like that doesn't make much sense. You'd go on 222. Just go south on it.
Well, you could take 176 down to Morgantown and then take the
No,
turnpike.
Andrew, that's silly. You know that. Then you got to pay for it too?
Yeah,
Nah.
you're right. I'm not much of a highway guy either, so I'd rather drive down country roads.
Nice kick in the corner. Not a corner kick, but that was taken by Corral. Ephrata is going to take control. Minute and change to go in this one. Exeter has played really well, and that's going to propel them to a 2-0 start. You impressed with them?
I'd say so. Yeah. This game's gone pretty well for Exeter. They've able to control their possession for most of the game. They've been able to execute, and their defense has also been working complete overtime, but they have not faltered throughout this game.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm an Exeter fan right now, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. This team.
Absolutely. Andrew Carell trying to put one on it, and it's just going to go through. Couldn't control it to put a spin on it. And 30 seconds to go in this one.
Yeah, like I was saying, if I was an Exeter fan right now, I'd be pretty excited for the rest of the season. This team, from the front to back right now, looks pretty good.
So Exeter's going to be taking a corner. Referees decided in favor of the Eagles on that one. Dolan off the crossbar. In the last seconds, Dolan looks to put the fifth on the board, but instead we're going to end with a final of 4-0 in favor of the Eagles. That's going to do it for this game, but we will be back in just a few with our post-game coverage and an interview with one of the Eagles. Back here at Don Thomas Stadium for one final time alongside Cody Eschenauer. I am Adam Cook. Cody, how'd you feel about your game today?
I felt pretty good at the end there, getting the win with the guys. In the beginning, we kind of started off a little bit slow, but we picked each other back up, and it seemed throughout that second half there, we got the extra 2 goals in, and, we, like a family, we picked each other up and kept pushing forward.
I mean, the reason I wanted to talk to you, and because I've been very impressed by how the defense is playing. You guys have won by a combined score of 11-0. So I haven't allowed a single goal this season. I mean, what has been the catalyst of that?
I think the catalyst to that is just communication, with the midfield, working with the midfield back to the defensive line, just working together, seeing how we can build out of that back, and just, working with our goalkeeper as well. Brenton's done a great job in the back communicating to us and just sticking together and watching our marks.
Yeah, absolutely. And you have Lucas, Landon, Ethan as well on that line with you. Talk about them, how they've been working with you.
Landon's been great with me in the midfield there. We've been, a combination there that in the midfield we can get it up as both center backs, but as well as Lucas on the outside with his speed, getting up that offensive attack. It's been amazing, as well as Ethan Jones on the right. His ball knowledge to get up and make those target players up top has been phenomenal. So altogether, working very well.
Effort to play hard today. Talk about the aggressiveness, the pace of play on this one.
Coming out, we were a little slow, like I said, but we recognized what they had. They were pushing some more numbers up. They changed their formation a little bit. We recognized it. They're a great set of guys, but I think that us together, working together, finding our combinations, and just moving the ball really helped us out in the end.
I want to talk about some guys in front of you. We'll start with Evan. Put in those 2 goals in the second half.
He played amazing, a little bit in the first half. Some of us get a little rough on the ball. We, can't recognize the game, but once he came back in, he knew his position, and he came back there and, fought for the ball and amazing finishes that he had. So very proud of him.
Absolutely. And Sam all season's been great. What impact has he been making?
Sam as our target player, he's been great on the offensive attack, dropping the ball in, finding our outlets. It's been amazing for him to just get in there and finish what we need him to do.
One more unrelated question. Were you watching the game last night, Phils?
I was.
What'd you think?
I don't know. That franchise series of 9 RBIs
That's
for
crazy,
Kyle Schwarber,
man.
I like it. But, hopefully they can make a run to this 2022
hopefully.
again.
Hey, let's see if you guys have a good run, too.
I know. I hope so.
It's
Coming for the county champ.
It's
hopefully.
an exciting season, 2-0 start. Great job today, Cody.
Yeah,
nice
thank you,
win,
Adam.
and we'll see you Thursday
All
when
right,
we're
sounds
back
good.
here doing that
I
doubleheader.
appreciate it. Yep, thank you.
Thank you. We're wrapping up here at Don Thomas Stadium. I'm Adam Cook alongside Andrew Schwenk for our final little bit of post-game coverage. Andrew, this has been a really good Exeter boys soccer team from what we've seen so far, even though they've been – this is a really formidable Ephrata team, don't you think?
I would say, yeah. They played really well up and down the pitch today. Very good defense, I'd say.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But their offense too was
explosive.
Was very explosive. Yeah, and it had Exeter's defense and Bredden in the goal. on edge a little bit, especially in that first half of the game.
Absolutely. I mean, I've been watching Exeter boys soccer. This is my third year with the team. Spent the first two doing PA, and now I'm back here doing this broadcasting stuff. And frankly, this is the best I've ever seen this team. I'm really, really happy with how they've been playing. I think they're very well rounded. They have a solid midfield. They have guys up front, 3 guys up front that can score, guys off the bench that can score, and then probably the best defense that this team has had in quite a bit. I really like all the pieces that they've assembled. And, I think the concern coming into the season is what is it like losing a guy like Jack Mulhare on defense as well as Tyler Campbell while you got guys that are still getting it done here, especially Cody, who has taken the initiative over the last 2 seasons and been really good. We're glad to have talked to him in the booth here. And then the other concern, Callan Stuck's gone. Who's scoring the goals? That's not an issue. They've scored 11 through 2 games. It's really, really, really good stuff coming from the Eagles under head coach Matt Eschenauer. Again, they are 2-0 this year. They're already past a quarter of what they had last year. And they have another, 18 games to play or something? I think this is going to be a playoff team. I think they're going to be a good team. I think they're going to be in contention for not just that playoff spot, but for a top seed in the playoffs and hopefully for a county championship. We'll see what will come of that. And I would really like to see how this Division II race shapes up between the Eagles and Conrad Weiser Scouts. Fleetwood, I know we've been talking about them a little bit. Their struggles continue. They're 0-3 this year. So I think it's going to be a two-man race between the Eagles and Conrad Weiser. That's going to conclude our coverage. We will be back on Thursday, I believe, and we will have a doubleheader. It will be against Twin Valley for the boys, and not exactly sure who the girls are facing. So, I might be Warwick. I believe it's Warwick.
Yeah.
So we'll see those teams in action. Who knows how that'll go? It's been a great doubleheader. Thank you for joining us on the Student Sportscast today. 4 hours of soccer behind us, and we're going to have a lot ahead of us. It's an exciting season here at Don Thomas Stadium. I'm Adam Cook alongside Andrew Schwenk, signing off.